That's taking time.
There you go.
Yeah, what's that? Go over that again for me. Susie? Okay, so now do we not have audio?
We should have. I turned it up.
I got you. I hear you, Tom. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Me too.
We can hear you,
We can
Tom.
hear you. We can hear you, Tom.
Okay, Susan, go over for everybody again. What is it, the 6th meeting about?
Oh, it's my daughter-in-law's baby shower.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. She said this is the 6th shower?
No, it's the 6th meeting for one shower.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my,
Oh,
Let me talk.
wow.
Yeah.
She-
Well, hey,
Tommy,
yes,
good news, doing great here, having a great time. But this morning, we've been taking regularly checks for our COVID, and Betsy tested positive this morning. So
wow.
she's here. I'm trying to stay not too close.
So
hey,
I'm
get
just
away from him, Betsy.
Yeah.
on for a minute.
So if you have any Betsy questions, probably if you ask her about her granddaughter, she probably will stay a
And the
little
problem
bit
is I
longer.
won't see her now for a few.
You won't. You're right.
Do you feel
No,
bad?
Andrew helped us out with the public health system here, and they sent over a doctor to our apartment and
House calls, man.
made sure I wasn't in some kind of respiratory, problem, which I was. And then got a Paxlovid prescription, and now I'm taking it. So
Oh, okay, good.
Good. Yeah.
Well, then we're all going to want to report on how that goes.
what's that?
Want to report on how that goes
Okay, we'll
as
do.
the week goes by.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that, has anybody taken that Paxlovid stuff? No,
Mhm.
I have not.
nobody else is getting COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Really
avoided
strange.
it for 3 years, and so I was not happy about that this morning. So,
But Andrew had it last week,
yeah, Andrew.
so she probably got Andrew.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to stay.
So anyway, so far it's just little chills and not feeling, just feeling runny nose and that kind
Like
of
a
thing.
flu.
Like a little bit of sore throat. It's not bad.
Oh, you have a sore throat? I hate that.
A little bit.
Okay.
Smell and taste still there, Betsy, or did they go away?
So far, I mean, we just had dinner and
So
I
good so far, yeah.
dinner, so I guess still have that.
Yeah, that long COVID, you don't want to mess with that.
No, so hopefully
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
just go rest but I did want to say hello to everybody.
Okay. Well, the one comment, I guess a Betsy comment was on that, all those pictures that you guys sent.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Andrew sure looks a lot like Betsy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Those
I've
are
always
incredible.
said- I think I contributed anything other than maybe sperm,
what are you talking about? Julia?
Hey
or
guys,
who?
can you
No,
hear me?
talking about you and
I
Andrew.
can hear you, Becky. Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
No, I was watching the group Zoom call.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, she-
hey, Betsy, good luck with that.
Yeah, I hope
Get
you're better
well.
tomorrow.
Zoom call.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be-
The one
Lots
good
of
thing
food,
about-
lots of rest, Betsy.
The good thing about this, where you guys have been taking care of everything for them, is now, TK, you know
Yeah.
how to take care of her. And you
Yeah.
know how to cook for her. And you know
We've
how
been
to,
cooking about 4 or 5 days a week. We cook an evening meal for Hannah and Andrew,
Right.
who are about 10 minutes away. So we agree on a time to eat, and then we cook a meal. Usually it's crock pot kinds of recipes, and during the winter, that's pretty good. They really appreciate that. One more
Yeah.
less thing to have to worry about.
so are you going to be able to continue that while she's down for the count?
We haven't talked about it yet, but probably. I used to cook,
TK will step right up there, I can tell you that.
so
Now,
I'm not a rookie, but I don't remember every recipe that I ever cooked, for sure.
Okay,
But they don't complain since they don't
okay,
do the evening meals. Maybe once a week, we all agree to eat out somewhere. They will order food and go pick it up, that kind of stuff. But it seems to be working out really well right now.
Good.
Betsy goes over there in the mornings frequently to give Hannah a little time to get up and maybe do her exercise and have breakfast without worrying about dealing with. It's Julia. It's spelled as Julia, but in German it's Julia, as though it were a Y-U-L-I-A. So Julia.
Julia.
So you gotta get used to that. But it's working out well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you in a minute.
I missed
Okay.
what's wrong with Betsy. I missed that part.
She's got
Yes,
COVID.
COVID.
Oh, COVID, okay.
Yeah, it's COVID. She was hoping to ultimately avoid it forever, but I think, no doubt it was, she interacts with Andrew. It's not that they're lovers and they're that close together all the time, but she interacts with Andrew more closely than I do. And they trade off Julia from time to time. And so maybe that's what happened. We don't really know.
Well, hope the baby does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you in a minute because I want you to tell everybody about the what I included with the reminder
Yeah.
today. But I
Mhm.
want to
Okay.
ask Jamie. Now, I haven't sent that. Jamie, you sent me, and I don't know if you sent it to anybody else, but you sent me the write-up on Harvey. Jamie, can you hear me?
No, I didn't. I just sent it to you, Tom.
Okay. And I was wondering, the way it read as if he was still working.
Well, I think he's semi-retired.
Yeah, a couple days a week, I think he said, Tom, the last time he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He
say
did.
that he's working.
He did.
Well, if he doesn't get on today, and if you don't think he'll mind, then when I send out the thing with the recording next, on Monday or whenever, I'll include it. It's a really excellent write-up, and it gives us, how humble Harvey is. He
Yeah.
never took his own horn, but it's
Right.
very impressive, and it gives you a real good idea of what all he's done in his career.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
That'd be
send that
great.
out.
Love that.
Yeah,
Don't
please
think
send
he
it.
You think he would mind, Jamie?
No, I don't think he'd mind. And I think he probably wouldn't do it unless you did it for him, though.
That's
Well, I
right.
know he wouldn't. No, that's the
No.
way. No. So,
No,
okay,
send
I'll-
it out.
Tommy, Christy's trying to get on and she can't. Can you try to see if you can get her?
She's not even showing up.
she's not even showing up.
Not yet, anyway.
Or maybe tell her to try again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So, now, since Susie, you're gonna get off here in a few minutes to go to the
Planning
The-
meeting.
100 meeting, plan the shower.
The 6th.
When is the baby shower going to occur?
Next Saturday, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the planning's almost over.
We're telling on you, Susan.
It's almost over, yes.
Yes, so you want to bring everybody up to date then on
Yes.
baby, and do they know who, is it a boy or a girl? And,
It's a boy. It's a boy.
okay. They already
Does it have a
taken-
name?
They're not telling the name until the baby is born.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my
some-
goodness. Okay.
But some of the names they've chosen are just, oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Well, give us an
good.
idea. Give us a little,
Cecil,
Okay.
okay,
Oscar,
okay.
Oh, my.
Byron.
Oh, that would be a good one.
That's a good name.
Well, I think that may be what it is because both grandfathers, well, my stepfather and Tiff's grandfather were both named Byron, so I don't know. but-
There you go.
And Fletcher.
Oh, I like that.
Okay,
Yeah, young people now don't tell anybody the names until the kid is born because they don't want any comments about it.
Nope. We've just
Until
been
it's over,
calling
right?
him the little blob, so.
Okay.
A little blob.
a little
Well,
blob.
you can just call him Blob, Suze.
When's he due, Susie?
He's really due at the end of April, but
Oh, wow.
she just had an appointment on Thursday and they don't think she'll go quite that long. So
Oh,
Oh, good. How's she feeling?
she's good. She's
Good.
good. She's good.
will
And
she go back to work then
Or
after the
something.
baby's born?
She has 6 months off.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Paid?
Good for her.
Hey,
Great leave, yeah.
Nice.
that's nice.
There's Christy.
Very nice.
I
Hi,
don't know
thanks,
how she
guys.
got in there, but
Hello.
she-
Oh,
Wait, I don't
Listen,
see her.
Christy, you are really, you're good. You got on by your phone. Is that it?
No, I didn't. Jane
Oh,
told me
there
what
she
to
is.
do.
Oh, Jane.
Okay.
Jane
Oh,
told me
Jane
what-
gets the credit.
well, I told you
Yeah.
to sign up and try again.
Right,
Well,
and that's
I'm
what I
trying to-
needed to
Didn't
do.
work.
I'm trying to get Jean on,
Where she's going.
but she just.
Yeah, I haven't been on for a while. I thought I probably don't know what I'm doing at all, but it's like, good, gosh, it's
Well,
nice. to see
I
you guys.
noticed that it was all different when I signed on today.
It
than
was.
had been.
it was,
Yeah,
it
I
was,
think
was
they
different.
updated
It
it.
was.
yeah.
Different link, I think. right?
Yeah.
These
Which is,
IT people, I don't get it. You know, they never ask their users.
No,
They don't realize that users get so comfortable and finally have figured out how this works. And then they think they got
And then they
it.
changed it.
They
And then we're
change
all
it.
like, what the hell?
And then they upgraded, right?
I've been having
Yeah.
to call our friend who is like a computer genius and say, okay, now why is this real small? Why is this whatever? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that Microsoft needed to retain employees. So they devised all this new crap in Windows 11, so they didn't have to fire anybody.
Okay. Now, Susie, because you're going to get off soon, we'll go back and then Rick's on because I hyped Rick and said, hey, you got to be on because I'm going to have Tom give us all the color behind the message that he had sent out to me with the pictures where you guys made that trip over to Ukraine. So if you want to kind of talk about that, now, of course, you included a lot of detail in that email, but if you could tell us what it was like, because you went with them, right?
Yeah, it was just Andrew and I actually, and I had been going with him on the weekends in the metro Munich area and further out, actually. Some drives were an hour and a half one way, looking for older cars that were four-wheel drives that were maybe 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. That's what you could.
6,000 what? What are you talking about?
Price,
Maybe
price range.
Euros.
Price range for a vehicle, yeah. So the vehicle, I'll just skip ahead and then come back. The vehicles would be taken to connections that Andrew had through other volunteers to try to help the Ukrainian military. And these guys needed a vehicle like that because they weren't driving on highways. They were driving through forests, back roads, dirt roads, mud roads. So they needed four-wheel drive vehicles, but they couldn't raise, couldn't raise enough money to buy something more modern and recent. So it's hard to find many vehicles anywhere in the area that were trustworthy, that wouldn't break down. So I don't know, we probably visited 5 different places looking for these vehicles. And then if they just had minimal problems and they still ran well, blah, 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 then that's what they would buy. This was Andrew and a college friend, Vince, and Vince is a citizen of America as well as Switzerland. And so they've been working on this for a while now, and they have connections both in and outside the military. So the idea then is you find a car, you drive 13, 14 hours through Poland and get to the border. And I think I mentioned clearly in the article that I read to you or wrote to you that people are coming and going between Poland, which is the closest to places of interest in Ukraine. And so usually if you get to the border, it's 10, 12, could be 24-hour wait till people get processed through. You got to deal with people from Poland, and then you drive your car a little bit further, and you got to deal with Ukraine people. We were there about an hour and a half, which was record time. So why did this happen? Why did it take so little relatively time to do that? The reason was there was an air raid alert countrywide. The Ruskies were attacking with something in the air. Most of it gets shot down, but not all of it. We thought that our destination was Lviv, where Betsy, Andrew, and I had been in 2012. Betsy had a girl. Andrew had a girlfriend whose parents or grandparents lived in Lviv. So we were somewhat familiar with it. So we crossed the border in an hour and a half. It was amazing. Went on to Lviv and just hung out for a couple of days. We went out to eat a few times. One of them he mentions in his notes was a famous restaurant. It's sort of like a speakeasy of 50, 60, 70 years ago, where you knock on the door, and this bruiser guy dressed in some kind of an outfit, maybe a German, Polish, Ukraine looking outfit. And you got to say the password or you don't get in. It's BS, of course. Anyway, you go downstairs, it's all underground. And what I'm leading up to is they have a tiny little shooting gallery at the end of one of the rooms where you might be eating. And I think for its equivalent of 75 cents, you get 10 shots at Putin's face. You got him down there. You get I forget what they call them. I forget what they call them in the military, but it's like pellets. It's not bullets. And so you line up and boom, boom, boom. I think I was aiming for his nose and mouth, and I got him 4 of the time. So Andrew did a little better than that. That's just one of the things we did. We walked around a lot. We went to a wine shop, believe it or not, and had a couple glasses of wine because he was looking for a particular bottle that he was going to give to a friend. And otherwise, the whole deal was to hand off the vehicle there to. You'll see it if you look at the
Pictures, yeah.
photos, yeah, and that. A guy named, I've forgotten his name, Yaroslav or something similar to that. And he's also a volunteer, but he has further connections. So the vehicle gets taken then to further east where the real action is. And they have volunteer mechanics who are Ukrainian people. And they do whatever they can do to help the vehicle be in tip-top shape for something 20 years old. And then it gets taken into battle, really. I think this is vehicle number 5 or 6. I think they're all mostly operating still. So it's dangerous. These guys, they're camouflaged. As I was saying, they're driving through, not on highways, but they're looking, they know where the enemy is. And they're getting as close as they can to verify where they are. And then they radio information back to their squadrons, their battalions, whatever.
Wow.
I knew this from Vietnam experience. This is dangerous, man. You don't want to be out alone. You might, it's easy to get killed if that's what you're doing. So we all know Andrew has constant contact with these people, and he and Vince and anybody who's contributed to this. I think Vince and Andrew try to match the first $1,000 that anybody wants to give, and they get the kitty up to $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. Usually needs some repairs. So I don't know how this got started. Andrew has a lot of friends from Ukraine from the past, and so he's really committed to this. He actually likes doing this. He said, "I like my regular job, all right, but I like going out, look for these cars and the whole process. It could be dangerous." I sent Dell Harris, a former Earlham College coach when I was there, and an NBA coach, as most of you might know, later. And he said, "Wow, that's amazing," and blah, blah, blah. But then he wrote back to Andrew and said, "Andrew, you got to weigh," this is typical Delmer, though, he's still coaching at age, not basketball he's coaching, but he's coaching people. And he said, you have a family now, and do you really want to risk losing your life doing this, or helping in some other way? So I talked to him about that similarly, but no, I think he's okay. If he had said earlier, maybe we should drive to Kiev, the capital. I said, "I don't think so, Andrew. I think that's poor choice, and I'm not going to do it. I hope you don't do it." So he's not gung ho about military. I mean, he's more of a pacifist person anyway, but he, like many others, and maybe not everybody in America, but Putin, come on, man. It's not reasonable to just go and invade neighboring country. Would it be like us going to Mexico and just kicking butt, or Canada? Because, well, we want to maintain the former Soviet Union empire, blah, blah, blah. No.
What
Oh,
is
here
that?
comes Gene.
There's Gene. Yeah. Got you on camera, Gene.
Get in.
There we go.
Come in.
Look, it turned Jamie sideways. Look.
I dropped my phone. Oh,
We heard.
Yeah.
No,
really?
yeah.
I don't know what that noise is.
I don't know.
What is that?
Air rate.
Yeah, you're on twice. You probably got your computer on and your phone. And it's picking up,
Oh, yeah.
it's picking up two audios. Is what's happening.
Turn one of them off.
So I think to continue, Andrew wants to get more involved with drones, and that would just be a case of trying to raise money to buy them more drones, and they often get shot down as well. But that wouldn't involve driving all the way to
Transportation,
Eve and taking chances by entering the country anywhere. But Betsy doesn't really, like that he's willing to take a little bit of a chance. So I don't know.
So you don't think you'd do that again?
Maybe, to just go to Lviv. I think it's 43 miles. I might mention that from the border with Poland to meeting up with connections there, and then they take over. So, it's really out of the way. I don't know if Russia would ever just throw some stuff their way and just keep them on their toes. But anyway, I don't think he will. No.
Lviv has been bombed, hasn't it?
I think
Yes.
several months ago there was some action there, but I think the warning system was thought to be excellent. So if you're just riding around out there in the middle of nowhere, they're probably not going to pick on you. But
Never know when there's a stray going somewhere.
that's right. That's what I told
Exactly
Andrew.
right.
If you're in a war zone, anything can happen anytime.
right.
Mhm.
I almost got it. In Vietnam, our barracks were right next to the landing strip. So obviously they were going to try to moor the landing zone there all the time. But one time, only war story I'm going to tell is standing in the barracks, and I heard a noise and going on, and That would be incoming, all right. And a piece of shrapnel from one of these went, just whizzed right by my head.
Ooh,
And in a 2x4, which is part of the building I was in. Or really, it was just a platform with a tent over the top. Just a few inches, and I wouldn't be.
Well, you're
Yeah.
lucky that
Yeah.
you never get hit,
Yeah.
Tom. You went to Earlham.
Okay, Rick. I never thought. Actually, when I got back from Vietnam and Earlham let me in, which they probably shouldn't have done. I can imagine what the conversation like. Here's a trained killer. You just got out of Vietnam, letting him into Earlham College? Come on, man.
Yeah.
No way.
Nobody
Anyway,
in Earlham joined the army.
Bunch
most
of
of the students,
Quakers.
most of the students there didn't know, and I looked a little bit young, even though I was 24 or 5 by then. I looked younger, at least that's what people said.
Didn't we all?
Yeah,
That's what Betsy said.
I low profile and played basketball, and baseball, and did my schoolwork, and then
Only 24, yeah.
they gave me a degree, and I met Betsy there, and I still have a lot of Earlham friends. So it was the best thing probably ever happened to me.
We're happy for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Jamie, you have not been on for a while. So what's been going on with you and Katie?
Not really anything special. Katie keeps buying stuff for this apartment that we have. I keep thinking that you don't need anything else in here, but things just keep showing up, so. Anyway, it's, we're enjoying it. It's a nice setting and, pretty easy living too. So,
good,
yeah, no, we're happy here so far. Yeah.
good, good.
Where is Katie? Why isn't she on?
Well, I think she may have gone to the pool to swim.
Oh,
Good.
So, yeah, she's. We have a very nice pool here too, so that's a nice spot.
Good.
Now, where is it again, Jamie?
I'm sorry.
Where are you again?
Well, we're in Naples, but it's
Hmm.
it's on a. I'll show you. I'll swing this around. You can see we overlook a golf course. I don't know if you can see anything.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So that's kind of what is in front of our place.
Oh,
So
Well, it
it's
looks like water, Jamie.
Yeah, it looks like water.
Is it a-
Oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't get high enough.
Have you been drinking
Is
No,
the golf
anyway.
course above the water?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a water hazard, buddy.
Yeah.
Well,
As
now,
I said,
Katie's, I
Pepsi
think-
be very, very good to me.
I'll tell you, here's Katie. She's gonna tell,
Hi.
hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hi,
Katie?
Katie.
Katie, all right.
Hey, Jamie was just bad mouthing you. He said that you were just buying out everything
Yeah.
and filling up the
Ooh.
apartment with
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Oh, he's
He knows
screaming.
the Amazon driver's first name, Katie.
Pardon me?
He knows the Amazon driver's first name now.
Yeah.
I love Amazon.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Jamie has his finger in the way.
Oh,
There, okay. Oop.
where are you, Rick? Are you down here in Florida?
I'm down here.
Yeah. Okay, you look good, Carol. Pretty flowers.
How far are you guys apart, Rick?
But he gave those to me. Thank you.
I don't know. I haven't been to his new place yet.
Okay.
yeah, we're not very far apart. It's on Golden Gate, Rick.
Yeah,
Off of-
okay.
Like if you're going out toward the interstate, we're at Naples Grand Golf Club, that area.
Oh, Naples
So-
Grand, okay.
And
Yeah.
where are you, Rick?
Together, right? Jimmy, we talked about it for months. We never get together.
No, well, so how far apart are you guys? I mean, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, yeah, about.
Is that all?
You haven't seen each other?
That's a long way.
Down here in Naples it is.
In traffic.
With all those old drivers down there.
Yeah.
Depending on the
they
time
know
of
people
day.
Driving cars.
Dang.
So
and
yeah,
I
your
hate
time you're
the-
asking what we're doing. We're watching a lot of basketball. We're watching Indiana and Purdue get beat by people they shouldn't get beat by. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
And
It is
the
good.
Indiana girls are beating Ohio State right now. I'm watching that. game.
Okay. All right.
What's the point spread right now, Bob?
It was like 10 or 12.
They're up 20 at halftime, 42-22.
That
Great defense, yeah, yeah, great team.
That first game they had with Iowa was scary.
Yeah.
Man. And it's hard to
That was
believe,
good.
it's hard to believe, ladies, but today, I mean, that's the final score of that game. I don't know if you realize was 95.
Oh, my goodness.
84 or 86.
Wow.
88, yeah,
Scoring 95 points.
Holy shit.
Man, that's something. else.
94-88, yeah.
They score a lot more than the men do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
IU
other,
women-
the other thing, Tom, that's worth sharing with the ladies. There have been 7 or 8 sellouts in women's basketball this year in the big arenas.
Hi,
Good.
And the
Good.
women's basketball has set an all-time
Perfect.
attendance record, not only for the Big Ten, but nationwide.
Good.
Good.
Wow.
Mary Jane Miller would be pleased.
It's very, very
Yeah.
exciting. I've got a client. Her name is Darby McCarty. She's this, it's a family owned business. She's the CEO. I think she's the 5th generation. She's the CEO of Smithville Communications. And if you watch
Wow.
IU basketball or football, you'll see Smithville name plastered up there, on ads and stuff.
Yeah.
But she sent me a text the other day. She says, I'm getting on the plane with the team to head out to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So
That's right, yeah.
Wow.
big time contributor to IU athletics, especially IU women's athletics.
I think my daughter Kelly was on that plane too, Tom. I
Yeah.
think she's
Oh,
your friend, yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they rode
I know
together up
her.
here.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the IU women have been very exciting this year. Now, Bob, what are they ranked now, even after that Iowa loss?
They're number 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah,
They may have
Right.
dropped to 4, Tom, I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
What's that, Tom?
I don't think so. By the way, I was kind of lost for a while because there's no sports on TV here.
Yeah,
I found 2 sports networks, Sky Sports, the UK, and one called The Zone. And it's BS, yeah. But there's enough on now that I can get my fix relatively.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so I can follow IU and Purdue. Don't give up yet, Riddy. Come on now, don't give up.
Hey,
I
Let's
keep
hear what
telling
you
him he needs to just give up.
well, after you dogs beat us 2 times this year. And you beat us fair and square both times, so.
Yeah.
Well, your big guy, Rick, was the most valuable player in the Big Ten today, or maybe, yeah. Edie was the number, he
Oh,
beat
did
out
he?
our guy for most
That's
valuable
right.
player today.
Okay.
How about your guy, your big guy? How, was he
He
second?
was second, or maybe third, I think, in the voting.
Sorry about that.
Oh, now wait a minute. Oh, for a minute there, I thought he was smoking a hookah.
Mhm.
Who knows?
Just a big fat stogie.
Okay.
Oh,
He allows you to smoke in the house?
I'm on the lanai, my friend.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you're on the
What
one.
kind you got, Rick? What are you smoking today?
Oh, I got a big fat Oliva V 6x60. Big fat one.
Good for you.
Of course, it's been sitting out here in the ashtray for 3 or 4 days. With the humidity, it just stays nice and fresh.
Fresh.
Hey, Rick, my buddy Augie Mauser just got back from Cuba making a buy.
Really?
I'll have to send you his address. He's in Tampa.
Uh-huh.
He goes over there about 4 times a year.
I'd
But
like
he'll
to
order,
talk to him.
he'll pick up anything you want if you got a favorite brand over there.
I'll tell you what, the Cuban cigars, like this thing probably costs $12.
Mm.
Cuban cigars are selling for 80 to 150 bucks.
For one cigar?
Any legitimate Cuban cigar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess then that's a worthwhile trip for your buddy there, Bob.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, not
He,
for me. I won't pay that much.
Tom, that's what he did after college. He came down to Tampa and set up a cigar stand.
Oh my
Really?
Huh.
Been doing it over 50 years now.
Wow.
Play football with him?
Augie Mauser's his name. He was a football groupie. I'm sure you had some of them Tom hanging around. Augie was one of those guys that was always around, but he always had a mind for something.
Uh-huh.
Said, I'm not gonna work for somebody else. I'm going down there and work for myself.
Good idea.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
You had a lot of those at IU.
Now, Jimmy Hoke,
Yeah.
I want you to tantalize everyone.
Huh?
I want you to tantalize everyone with what you're about to send out, the project, the music project that you're working on right now.
Okay. So I'm looking at a lot of our recent losses in the music world.
Oh,
And first one I'm looking at is Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of you are aware of Jeff Beck. I was not really into his music. And but after doing the research and listening to it, I was wondering why. Because, you know, he was really quite the guitarist, and his music ranged from blues into jazz almost. And his most recent music was almost contemporary, but with his guitar work and his skills, he made it sound very pleasing. I just liked it. It was a surprise that he could do that with a guitar, with a electric guitar, wasn't acoustic.
Stratocaster, yeah.
And he was quite skilled. So you'll get a chance to hear him. Coming up.
The Yardbirds, that's the biggest.
Yardbirds. But that was just way back when he was,
Late
just
teens,
literally a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
He was a contemporary of ours. He's
No, he
born in
died
1944.
78, yeah.
Yeah, died at 78
Ugh.
of a very strange infliction. It was viral meningitis. It's kind of like, I don't know, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, and it's like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
But I guess it attacks the brain.
Attacks the brain and the bloodstream, if I remember right.
Yeah. But, up to the point of his death, he looked pretty good shape, but, stuff happens.
Amen.
So I'm going to take a look at my first, and then I'm going to look at others. I won't tell you who.
Maybe St. Patrick's Day coming up.
It might be.
Might be.
Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah. So I'm going to be, I won't be doing as much contemporary things for a little bit.
Good.
And I'd rather take a look at some of these people we've lost
Yeah.
and really highlight them.
Okay, good.
So that's my story.
sounds good.
Sticking to it.
Take it to it, that's right.
So Christy, you haven't been on in a while. What's been happening with you and Max?
Well, a lot of little things have been happening. The things that are on the close future. On Wednesday, I have surgery on my ankle, which I actually broke 2 years ago, but it was never healed right.
Yeah.
So I'm going back in and having the surgery done Wednesday, and I'll be in a cast for about 6 weeks.
Whoa.
And then on some kind of a wrap after that. But I'll be glad to, I mean, he said you don't have to do this, but what had happened is as I got into better shape and I'm exercising more and I'm doing more, where it was really hurting was really starting to get in the way. And I think I got it like during COVID. I didn't even know it was broken. I never had anything broken. So when I was at our daughter's and I fell over the fence and broke my ankle, I didn't know. I drove home and didn't go to the doctor for 10 days, which is because I thought this must be a sprain. This is probably what sprains feel like. But I kept walking on it. So when he saw it, it was like, it's already started to heal. So there's not much I can do now. So, but it's like, really now I'm really glad I'm going to get that done. It's been kind of a pain, but I'm ready to really get that taken care of. So that's going to be on Wednesday. And then some real nice good news is our daughter Sarah, who is 52, is getting married in July to Jamie, who she's been dating for about 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow. They both
Yes.
were divorced with 2 young daughters and did not
Yeah,
ever put their daughters through doing that.
Right.
They work together. They are very close in their real estate business together in Cincinnati. And that's how they got to know each other. But they've been dating they moved in together about 2 years ago. And Sarah's youngest is a freshman in college in Colorado, and her oldest is a junior in college. She's doing in Spain this year. But that is, and then he has a daughter as a senior, and then one that's a little younger. So they decided, which it was a very happy, nice. We didn't really care if they never got married. I mean, we think so much of Jamie, and we're not crazy about Sarah's second husband. That was kind of a crazy thing, but he was 19 years older than Sarah, so it was kind of like,
Oh, man.
what's our daughter doing? But anyway, so that's exciting. It's really good news. We're going
That
through
is good news. Good news.
Yeah, and they're having the wedding in North Carolina and have rented a place just for the wedding guests. And we're going down July 1st. July 2nd, we'll be there the 2nd, the 3rd, or the 3rd, the 4th. They get married the 5th, and we come home on the 6th. So it's going to be a fun time. It'll be families on both sides. And yeah, so that's really a happy thing to look forward to. And, for Sarah, this is like, we know 3rd time's a charm. I mean, her first marriage was very quick. She was like, oh, she's a mistake. And then she got married again because she thought Sarah's always been very organized. It's like, it's time to have babies, you can't be, need to move on. And it's like, she's finally got off of that. It was like, no, they're a perfect couple together. We're really, and he's fun and like his family. And so it's like, that's such nice news to look forward to something happen like that. Yeah. So those are our, and I'm glad to be able to get this cast thing over and that done, and things are going just fine. So
Tell Max we said hi.
Yeah, please.
we'll do. And
Yeah.
He's gonna have to
just
take
fine.
good care of you now. You want to
He's-
milk this for all it's worth. And you're not gonna be able to cook. You're not gonna be, he's gonna have to really wait on you.
We'll see. We'll see
Oh,
how that'll.
Tom, you get in a little trouble with husbands today.
I know.
You've been
Yeah,
on
wait a minute,
TV.
Yeah,
Carol Fleming, Carol, who is that?
That's my new boyfriend. No,
Where is it?
that's my grandson. That's my grandson, Owen.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't see.
so did we embarrass Owen?
Oh, he's kind of shy.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna
How
have to
old
fix
is
him
Owen?
on that. You gotta get him fixed on that, Carol.
He don't want to.
Oh, man.
Carol, how old is Owen? How old is Owen?
Owen is 16. He'll be 17 in April. So
Wow.
he's a junior this year.
Good.
And my granddaughter's home from college this weekend because we're
Good.
celebrating her birthday.
Oh,
So
And
good.
what birthday's for
Cool.
her?
her
What
birthday
for her?
was February 28th, but
And she's-
she's 19.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
but she's
good.
with you also right now?
What?
She's with you also right now?
Yeah, well, they're not here now.
Oh, okay.
She's around and we're gonna go out to dinner tonight,
Perfect,
Oh,
perfect.
all the way over to Portland. So, woo.
Yeah,
wow. Be careful in
a
Portland.
long ways.
Yeah,
From what we
yeah,
hear.
long ways. Yeah, it'll take us about 25 minutes.
Okay.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
you asked me to talk about stem cell surgery. that
Yes,
I've-
yes,
yeah,
please
yeah.
do.
Who's talking?
Who's talking?
Rick,
Put off.
Okay.
Rick Putoff, you don't remember me?
Who?
Yeah, but I couldn't tell who was talking. I'm sorry. It didn't pop up on my screen right to know who was, it showed all these different guys and it didn't show who was moving their lips. So it's
That's all right.
a voice. Okay, got it. What
Anyway,
about your?
I told Tom a few nights ago that I was going in for a stem cell surgery on my left hip. Because I'd had it done to my right shoulder. I had rotator cuff surgery on my left shoulder about 6 years ago. And it really didn't work well.
I know.
The second time, my right shoulder, I found out about the stem cell injections and I went to this guy. And it worked. So it's my left hip. It's not that the hip joint or any, I don't need a hip replacement. But you have a lot of muscles, your gluteal muscles. You got the maximus, the medius, the medialis, and minimus. And they all attach to basically the pelvic bone. And attached to the greater trochanter, which is a little bone that sticks out from your hip. And we're going to do that on the 14th. And I hope it works, but this is something that's not covered by insurance, but this
Out of
guy,
pocket.
huh? Out of
Out
pocket.
of pocket.
Out of
Yeah.
This
pocket.
guy
Yeah.
is world renowned, and like I said, my right shoulder is perfect. My left shoulder still bothers me, and I had a world renowned orthopedic surgeon perform that surgery, so it's worth the risk. If it doesn't work, then we'll.
Well, and Rick, remember, we talked about that. I had stem cell on my back.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
And it, well, my back is a lot better. It's not perfect. It's, but everything else they did didn't help. Stem
Yeah.
cell helped. It is out of pocket though, which is expensive, but it's worth it. Now I've had that like 3 years ago, and
Wow.
so far it's been
That's
a lot
good to
better
hear.
than it's ever been.
What kind of recovery time? Is there any?
Well, there is,
Well, it
but it's
takes-
very short
Yeah.
compared to traditional surgery. But I mean, the way they do it, they drill a hole in the top of your iliac crest, that's your pelvis, the top of your pelvis. And they go in and suck out the stem cells go down the bone marrow and suck out whatever amount of stem cells they think they need. And then they put that in a centrifuge with plasma, PRP, plasma, platelet rich plasma, centrifuge it down. And that's what they inject in the site where you need the healing.
That's interesting.
Is it all done at the same time, Rick?
Yeah, right. You go and it's in
Oh,
his office,
really?
Outpatient.
outpatient surgery.
Outpatient. Right.
And
Yeah. Good for you.
And
They
infection
put
seems
you
to
to
be the
sleep,
only
or-
danger.
well, there's probably no more danger in his office than in a hospital, same type of
Exactly.
equipment, procedures.
How long is the procedure to take?
Now, maybe an hour, maybe.
Mhm.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Well,
Where-
I mean,
Where's he
It might
located?
be a little more by the time they draw the,
It's located
get what they need.
Veterans Parkway down here, Jamie, off Immokalee.
Okay,
But we ever get to dinner, we'll talk about it.
okay. I'll get you over here. We have free food at the home. Free food at the home.
Oh, I'll work. for food.
And
No, out
it's
of
free because you pay for it whether you eat it or not, so.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the two of you ought to make a date while we're still on this call. I
Yeah,
can't believe that you guys live 20 minutes away and you have not been together.
Well, it's not his fault, it's my fault. So.
Yeah,
No.
it is.
Yeah, I even stopped, we even last summer or the summer before last, we even stopped at their home in Michigan on the way back to,
Yeah.
so you can blame it all on Rick.
It's
Okay.
all my fault.
Okay.
Real quickly, Harvey.
Hey, Harv.
yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, were your ears
You
burning
come on.
I'll see.
No, no. What are you talking about?
Oh, there.
Well, I recently
Yes.
received something from Jamie that was kind of like a profile of which,
LinkedIn or yeah.
yeah, and it kind of sounded like you really haven't retired.
No, that was at least a year ago, that thing that Jamie found. So
Okay.
I'm like I said, a couple days a week, but not doing that kind of stuff anymore.
Okay.
Not all that. That was prior to basically April.
Okay.
I'll have to go on LinkedIn and check it out.
Yeah, it was either linked or that might have been even a company, something from the company website. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Jamie,
Hey, Harvey, don't worry about it because Tom's going to circulate it to everybody.
No, it's okay. That was old. That's old stuff. I'm out of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
We still want to read it.
yeah, everybody's interested, at least that they want to know what you used to do before you retired.
Just insurance. So, we were a company that I worked for as what they call surplus lines insurance, which is harder to place accounts. So like you guys in Florida, I mean, Rick and Jamie, when you had your houses, I mean, they're difficult to place because of all your hurricane exposure and things like that. So it wasn't just homeowners, but it was also a lot of property and casualty, difficult products, construction, stuff like that. So we were a middle broker,
Look fine.
retail broker gives it to us, and then we have markets that place that kind of stuff. So that's basically what the company did and still does. They do pretty well.
Good.
Cool. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I will send that out to them because it will give everybody a good idea of what it, kind of like what you did with your career.
Love to see it, yeah.
Yeah,
And I know that you won't talk about it unless we do that.
Yeah, but don't forget the company kind of has a way of enhancing things a little bit too.
Well, that's okay.
Oh,
Humble Harvey.
It is.
Listen, man, we know you. They probably didn't say enough good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humble Harvey, yeah.
Hey, you got it. You put in that many years of this stuff, a long time.
Yeah.
So, Sherry.
Sherry says hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
sure.
guys.
Hey, Sherry.
How did he twist your arm to get on this call?
But she just got back from art fair, so.
Oh,
Had a good
that
day.
sounds fun.
It's
Are they
hot.
gonna let her drill that hole in your hip, Rick? Let Sherry do it.
Good idea.
What'd he say?
Oh, boy.
Did you buy anything at the art fair,
Oh,
Sherry?
yes, I had a good day.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was good.
What did you buy?
I bought a top and some poncho pants. I bought a set for the dining room table of 2 apples and a pear.
Really exciting stuff.
I bought some prints, and I bought some globe things to put in a platter. So,
Cool.
Hey,
good.
yeah.
Rick, she and Katie Roy do need to have dinner together, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get on that gravy train there.
Sherry, we've been giving Rick and Jamie a hard time because you guys live so close to each other and you've not gotten together.
Oh, I know. It happens. Diane Alter was a great friend of mine in high school. She's around the corner and I've seen her twice.
Wow.
Oh,
But-
my
All right,
goodness.
I will take responsibility for getting you to the home for a free meal.
I'm calling you as soon as we hang up here.
Okay. All right.
That's
Well, why
cute.
don't you
There's just
do
so
it
much to do down here in Naples. I mean, my God, it's sunny every day and
Oh, my.
it's just hard.
That's real tough, real tough.
Yeah, we had rain all day yesterday, and I mean,
Yeah,
all day.
yesterday We had everything you
It
can
was
imagine. We
awful.
had
4
rain,
inches, yesterday-
a deluge. We
4
had
inches yesterday in Richmond.
wind,
Wind.
45-mile-per-hour winds.
Our power
Isn't there
went
a
out.
Our power went out. We had sleet, we had snow,
Wait. Mhm.
and we had flooding.
A storm was going through northern Indiana, southern
Yeah.
Michigan, Chicago.
Yeah.
Snowstorm, lots of snow.
Now, I wanted to tell you guys a couple things about folks who are not on today. First of all, I've talked to you about Eddie Adams.
Who?
Eddie Adams.
I don't know Eddie Adams.
Ed, I know, you haven't been on, so I think it was.
No, I
last
don't.
time I
Tell
was
me,
trying-
tell me.
Trying to convince him to get on. Well, what happened is, and I'm repeating this, but real quickly, Bob Van Pelt had sent me a message and he said, hey, I saw this thing about Ed Adams. I know that he is Union City and it was something about somebody passed away. You don't think that's Ed, do you? Now, Ed Adams was on the football team, the RHS football team. He
Right.
did have a good
It was
team.
in our, and he was in our class.
He's
In our
he's
class.
in our class,
I
yeah.
will look him up. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Played guard next to me, Christie. He was one of the
Very
first
good.
4 guards that rotated in.
and he could really
Okay,
tell a lot of
Max will
cool.
probably know who that is.
Yeah. And anyway, so he wasn't, so I said, would you be willing to come on and, talk to everybody? Because we'd love to see you and everybody, get reacquainted with you. And he couldn't do it last time, but he said, I'll definitely stay in touch. Well, he called me today. He says, hey, Tom, I was going to get on, but he said, I just wiped out. I had to have a stent put in yesterday, a heart stent.
Oh, man.
Said, I don't know. He says, I'll try and get on next month. But right before that,
Yeah.
though, I got to have a valve replacement.
Oh,
And I
my.
said, well, Ed, I don't know. I doubt if you should expect to be on.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I don't know. He wouldn't.
Well,
But,
he can watch it.
but the old days, you had to be cracked open to have that done.
Yep.
But today they've got the new kind of surgery where I guess they can
Right.
go up through the groin and then replace his valve.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so he's gonna have that done, but anyway, he eventually is gonna get on, because he sounds real anxious to get on. He's been getting
Good.
emails and he's been watching the videos, and I've convinced him that,
Good.
oh, Eddie, you're not too shy to be on the video, so he's gonna get on, but we'll
That's
have to.
nice.
The second thing is that Sharon Van Voorhees made a
Mhm.
quick trip home to Richmond to see. I didn't know that. I thought she was an only child. She evidently has at least 2 older siblings, a sister and a brother, I believe.
Mhm.
Bob, was she able to stop by to see you or not?
She did come by for a while. Yeah, we had a great visit.
So I thought you
Okay.
and she.
And then she
definitely
went over to
saw
see
Jean.
Gene Pugh.
Mhm.
So the
Is
2 of
Jean
you
still
guys,
on?
why don't you bring us up to date? I mean, how'd she look? What's she doing? What's happening?
Oh, she's good. She's healthy and, all that kind of thing. She and I weren't on the same wavelength because she was a lot smarter than I was. So we were,
Smart everybody.
we laughed about that for years. Tom. We were in the same homeroom, but we barely knew each other, barely talked to each other.
Mhm. Yeah,
But,
Van Pelt, yeah.
She was in town and then she actually visited with Gene Pugh about some of the people that were in doubt about being alive or dead. And she and Gene had met each other and reacquainted one afternoon, maybe Thursday afternoon before she went back. But they got some people identified, got some things traced down. Patty Smith and I've chatted a couple of times and they're trying to connect with Patty to find out, any minority kids that may be on that list that are still in doubt. And she had a good visit here and got some things done with her family. And she's got a brother that's quite a bit older than she is.
92.
92, yeah. And then she has a sister. And then she has a cousin, Rena.
Rena is our
And I
class.
didn't know Rena at all. I'm the same way. They were right by me in homeroom, but
Mhm.
just kind of went and did her own stuff. But we laughed about that forever. It's just, you know, it's funny how you can be with somebody every day of your life for 3 years and you don't even know them after you finish up.
Well, it's only about 5 minutes in homeroom.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We're moving on.
She came
Well,
over on
everybody was in
Friday. She was-
alphabetical seats, so all the bands were right there together, because I mean, you had,
Yeah.
She came over on Friday and we spent about 3 hours together.
yeah.
And
nice.
her brother, she said, he still lives in the house right by Donan Mills. He's 92. And then she has an older sister that lives at Friends Fellowship.
That's it, yeah.
Me too.
And to me, it was just like we picked up where we were friends in school. And it was like we just picked up where we left off, you know.
Isn't that
And
nice?
Hadn't seen her forever.
Right.
But she looks great, seems to be doing well. And like Bob, she was above me in brains, but we were good. We were friends in school. We worked on this list and I've been able to, you know, find some things out on some people that some are alive and some aren't. We tried to update that. And,
Where does she live now? Where does she
Port
live now?
Orchard, Washington.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys,
Okay.
don't you, I don't
Is
know if
that
you.
close to you, Jim?
Killsap sound, isn't it, Gene? Kilsap. Killsap, Washington, I think is the name of it. It's out on a little
No.
peninsula.
Maybe it's
Where?
right by Port Orchard or something, by that
Yes,
Navy
Port
yard there.
Orchard,
Yeah.
Puget Sound area out there.
South of the San Juans.
Yeah, there you go.
San Juan
Uh,
Islands.
She's her husband has 2 children and she has 2 from a previous marriage. One of them flies, and I don't know if it was her son or her stepson, but flies for Alaskan Airlines.
Stepson, yeah.
And he happened to be coming into Indianapolis and his plane, wasn't full, and she was able to get a flight back and forth with him.
Oh, good.
So-
That's good.
Yeah. She said, not always does that happen. A lot of times it's usually pretty full, but it wasn't. So she was able to come in. And like I said, we just had a great visit, just kind of picked up on things from just like we'd been in touch with each other forever.
Great.
So Gene, so you guys weren't in the same homeroom in high school, so what?
No, I think we were both in maybe business classes, typing. I don't know for sure. I mean, I was on the west side, but didn't go to school with her until high school.
Okay.
Because we went to
Well, that
Riley
makes
and
sense.
Pleasant View, and she would have gone to, she went to Joseph Moore, which I did in kindergarten, but that
Yeah.
was all.
Oh.
And she went to Joseph Moore and Dennis, and I went to
Oh.
Riley and Pleasant View. So we just didn't meet until
Oh.
high school.
Right, high school.
Gene, we were
Right.
talking about that. How did were you outside the city limits out where you lived?
I was on Peacock Road, and it used to be called Commons. And
But
the
you were
one
on a-
side
on a-
was county and the other across
And
the
the other
street was
side
city.
was, that, I was
So they
trying
went to
to,
Westview and Dennis, and they
Yeah.
bused us to Riley and Pleasant View.
I remember you being in Pleasant View in 9th grade, yeah. 'Cause
Dad,
that's
my
when
dad
I
worked
came.
on Hills, and there were 2 houses there. We lived in one, and then Lauren and Nancy Vance lived in one.
Yeah.
And their house burnt, and then they moved to Whitewater. So we were the only house there. We were there before they built Nettle Creek.
Yeah, gotcha, yeah, yeah,
We moved there when I was 5.
gotcha. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about, I do remember Sharon from high school and her cousin Rena. And I've stayed in touch with, I don't know if you guys remember, but early on when we were doing this, don't you remember her talking about they raised money one year for their flower
Gardening club.
where they did
Oh.
the
They did
calendar
the
with
calendar
all of
for
them
the flower
naked.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what, guys? I think she sent me
Hang on,
the
Tom.
calendars, and she looks really good. And I think she's December.
Oh,
Yes, but anyway, she has just been kicking my butt because
She'll
she'll
send him a list of like 40
she'll
people.
send me a list and says, I need you to go over this. And so if you could get this to me by next Tuesday, I'd really appreciate it. I'll say, well,
Tom, I do have my gardener calendar.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
oh, you got one too?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hilarious.
But anyway,
It's for a seed company, I think, Tom, they were raising money raised like $30,000.
Yeah.
It's called Gardening au Natural.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
So they've got all these props set up and a photographer and everybody's in some state of au natural, not necessarily nude, but they're,
Oh,
sounds like a cast of characters. Sounds like it'd be good fun to be
It was
around.
very, very, very well done. Very well done.
Really well done. Yeah, the gal's a professional photographer that did all that. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. You could have been looking at Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm hoping she's gonna watch this.
Yeah.
She did say that trying to go through this list was, has been a lot more than she thought it would be. And I know
Yeah.
just myself trying to go back and look at ones that I thought I remembered seeing obituary then you put it in and it's not like you can go to one place. Sometimes you'll read
Yeah,
something
I
that
know.
mentions a
Yeah.
family member and then you try to go to that, or you look at Facebook. Like I wasn't sure about Mike Conius, and then all of a sudden yesterday, he showed up on my Facebook thing about add him as a friend. And I hadn't seen him for probably 10 or 15 years. I really
Who
wasn't
was
sure.
it, Jane?
Mike
Who was that?
Conius.
Oh,
Don't know
sure.
who it is.
But he
Played
had a
Little League baseball with
Facebook
Mark Conius, yeah.
page.
Well,
And I
she's-
think, Jean, that Phyllis Fanning, did you have her name? Phyllis Fanning
She
died?
had passed away.
Okay, I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that, I
Oh,
thought I
no,
saw
wait,
that.
Phyllis Fann.
Fanning, Phyllis Fanning she died.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Is she in our class?
Yes.
Hmm.
Gonna be a lot more.
Yeah, she
balloons.
died in
That's how I knew her.
2018.
I don't remember how I knew her, but I did.
Is she black, Sandy?
Charlie Estes had passed away, that Ricky Fellinger,
Oh, Charlie Estes.
Yeah.
Shel Ferguson.
Oh, Cheryl
Yeah.
Ferguson?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember her very
And then
well.
recently that Jenny Hartman Bright, she just passed away like a week or so ago.
Oh,
Well,
Well-
you need to, can you send these names to me?
Huh?
If you could send these names to me that you're running down through now. Like, man, I didn't realize all this. This just all recently happened.
Yeah, there were
Know what?
She's-
Yeah.
she's
Dolores
scared-
Johnston. I don't know if anybody remembers her. She had passed away.
How do you
Shannon
find
Roddy.
all this out? How do you know all these people that died? How did you get
Some of
all
them
this?
I knew personally, and I just
Okay.
went in and
I
confirmed
thought, I
them.
don't. Okay, I just wonder how you
And,
heard some. Okay.
And some of them I just tried to go, some of them that I thought had, I just went in and tried to do obituary search,
Search it, yeah.
for Richmond, and sometimes it throws you into that legend.
No, yeah,
Legacy, isn't it?
know.
Yeah.
Right, right. Mhm.
legacy,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
But
Well, it's
she
nice.
scared
you
me because when she was sending me these things and she mentioned
Steve
John.
Tushblog,
John-
I don't know if anybody of you knew him, but I go to church with his wife. That Sue Wetzel, she had passed away quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big Jim Wetzel.
Jean, do you remember Maury Shavers?
I
Yeah.
remember Maury.
Oh,
Yes,
that-
I do. Yeah.
I'd like to know whatever happened to Maury. So we tried to find him at the 50th reunion and couldn't.
He's not on the list that she gave me, so she must either have known that he either passed or hadn't, I don't know. It's Schaefer, Schafer.
No.
CHAUVER, wasn't it?
PER. I think
Yeah.
it might
Oh,
be an
Schaefer.
S on
Okay, not
Maury.
Schaefer. Okay.
Yeah.
Might even be an S on the
And
end.
his dad, Rick, was real, Paul Schaefer was his dad's name. He was
Oh.
real active in the Little League when it first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the,
Okay.
part of the evening afternoon.
Remember Maury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she, as I was saying, she scared me because she thought that Johnny Gilman passed away back in the 90s. And I said, man, I don't think so. And then I'm glad, Gene, that you kind of set her straight on that. You know that Johnny Dillman is alive and well, correct?
Good. I thought, oh my
Yeah.
God, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's married to Jody.
Yeah.
Brother Kurt's, Kurt and his wife Ann are involved in the First Tee program.
Does John Dillman live around Richmond?
Uh-huh, yeah, him and Jody
Oh,
live
good.
here in town.
They used to live on South 15th Street. I don't know if they still do.
Well, he was on D Street,
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
down the street.
So,
Does anybody know if Janet Branch is still alive? She married a Hudson and lived in
Remember,
Indianapolis.
I don't know.
Yes, she is.
I know her, but I don't know whether she's still.
Yeah, don't know.
Yes, she
I
is.
couldn't
I
find
don't know.
anything on her
Yeah,
either.
I don't either.
It's
Yeah,
hard,
remember.
yeah, but let's see if I can find that. Janet Branch Hudson. I'm pretty, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's still with us.
Well,
Um, but
the
it's hard-
list that she sent to me was the unknowns, and Sally
Oh,
Brittingham.
yeah.
Does anybody know about her?
Yes, she's alive.
Oh,
She's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
alive. Yeah. Indianapolis.
Vicky-
I thought she was, but I wasn't sure.
Mhm. No.
Vicky
Yes, Sue-
Grafflin has her address and everything. I mean, has her
Sue's in
email.
Florida and Sally's in Indianapolis,
Florida.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Where is
probably,
And Sue's the
probably
one in
ask Blaine Norton.
Indianapolis, right? Yeah.
Oh, Elaine is, she's
Oh,
alive. She
Elaine's
came,
fine. Yeah.
You
came
could
to the
ask
picture.
Elaine
Elaine
about
Norton still
all
works at
the
Kroger's,
St.
so-
Mary's crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to know
Elaine
anybody?
knows
at St.
everybody
Mary's?
there.
Yeah,
Everybody
Elaine
St.
Norton
Mary's.
still works at Kroger's, I think, until a week or so ago.
Who worked at Kroger's?
Elaine.
Elaine.
Oh, yeah, she
Elaine
just
Norton?
had knee
Elaine Norton.
surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
Somebody
her.
said she just had knee surgery.
Yeah, she was
That might have
limping the
been when
last
she
time
took
I
off
was
from
in.
Kroger's, yeah.
Hey, guys, could I just ask you a question before I gotta get off? Are most of you gonna go to the 60th reunion this summer? Are a
Yeah.
lot-
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's our 60th.
Yes.
It's our 60th this summer. I thought it's just nice to hear if most of you are coming or.
Oh, yeah, I've had a lot of
Yeah.
people already tell me that they're coming. I've got a list somewhere.
Tom, August 12th, 13th, and brunch on the 14th, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, I thought it was kind of funny because when Sharon went back to Richmond, gets with Jean, and then I sent her a message back and said, well, it's like you stuck the hornet's nest, because Jean immediately got in touch with Sandy and Dick, and I don't know who else, and said, we better just jump on this. We kind of got it all mapped out.
I just wanted you to know that we need to be working on this again. So
Yeah.
Vicky was
Okay.
wanting to wait till that art thing was over.
And it's
That
over,
looked like that
so.
was- It looked like it was quite successful. I was
Yeah.
amazed at the
Hey.
decoration.
It sure was. And
We were waiting till that was over, but we also had been waiting until Forest Hills got their new person. And that just recently happened
Yeah.
within the last month or so, Sandy.
Right, right.
And Tom, I made sure that Patty Brown has that information.
Oh, good.
And just to update everybody, Patty Brown's got a nephew named Tony Wade. And Tony Wade was an RP&L lineman. Got hit with a live volt of electricity off the 440 line and is in a wheelchair.
Oh,
But in conjunction with that, he has a handicap van similar to what Randy Stiggleman had.
Mhm.
So the weekend of our reunion, Patty is going to borrow Tony Wade's van, and I don't have to get out of my chair. She can haul me wherever I'm
Oh,
going. But
that is.
oh, good.
We're gonna be there.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's great.
good to
All
hear.
right,
Very
Very
good.
generous offer too by
Good.
Patty and her
Oh.
nephew. Yeah.
that's great. I'm glad.
Good
to hear
idea.
that. I figured we had to start working on something like
That's
that.
good.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
No way you'll miss.
Patty and Joe Van took care of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great to know.
I gotta go, guys, but you are all just great and looking great. And
Good
it's
to
nice
see you.
nice
Well,
to
you're
see
planning to, you and
Yes.
Max are planning to come to the 60th, aren't you, Christy?
Of course.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's, of course, we are live so close, we have no reason not to. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
no, Max went to his 60th last year. Not a big deal, because, you know, that class never knows how to do reunions like our class, you know,
True.
the class is 62.
I went to that and I sat with
and
Max, by
Max
the
was
way.
there. Now,
Yeah.
I was with Jane and our Wittenberg Delta Gamma friends that weekend, so I didn't go to that. That's their 60th one, but Jane and I had a good time.
Yeah.
With
Okay, well, have
but
fun.
that, oh no, but that was, you know, we were looking forward. Ours is always nice to see all you guys, and so Max
Likewise,
likes
yeah.
our reunions too better.
We'd like to have Max at our reunion.
Yeah.
We have.
Oh,
he-
yes,
he could
sure.
not- He would, yeah, he would, of course he would go. I mean, just like, when you only live an hour away and you got such nice people to see, we're pretty lucky. So,
Well, hey, good luck with that surgery,
Yes.
Christy.
Yes, good luck.
Yes.
Good luck.
Be
Chris.
sending you
Let
positive.
us know,
vibes.
Christie.
I plan for it to go well.
Okay.
We want to see you
Good,
walking
good.
normally. Yeah.
Okay.
All righty, bye, guys.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Before
Bye.
Wow.
Best of Max.
we need to know what's been going on with Becky.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, it's 80 degrees today. I finally have my yard and my tree is gone.
Good.
Yard back, but my neighbors on either side of me haven't cleaned up theirs yet. Of course, it was to the tune of $2,700. I wasn't too
Yeah.
keen on that, but you have, got to do
You
what you
have
got
to
to
do.
do. But poor Austin is just, you go down every street and there's just branches and trees are peeled like bananas.
Mm.
And that ice storm was really, really bad.
Mm.
But other than that, I got an iPad for my birthday
All right.
Right.
and I'm experimenting with it. I haven't gotten into the whole thing yet, but it's nice to sit and read a book on it.
Oh, you will love it.
So,
I really think you'll love it.
yeah, because I can enlarge the letters
Mhm.
because when my eyes get tired, I can't see anything.
I rarely use the computer anymore. I just use my iPad.
Ah,
Hardly ever use the computer.
Yeah.
well, I've got it so that I like it because I can sit and watch TV at night and still be able to read or do something on the computer.
Yeah.
The phone just wasn't adequate, but
No.
my son and
Yeah.
daughter-in-law just totally surprised me with it.
Oh, that's
Well,
great.
that's
Oh, great. That's
And-
great.
So, but other than that, nothing's been going on.
But it looks like you got a haircut.
Yes, I made the mistake. I told her.
No, it looks good.
Cute. It's
I
cute.
told her over the years. I meant hair over the ears.
Not,
I got it over the ears.
It'll grow fast.
It'll grow, yeah.
come right
Looks
back.
good. But I haven't had too many complaints about it, so maybe I'll keep it this way.
Yours is like.
Makes you
mine,
look
it's like a
younger.
reed.
Yeah. So Nancy, what's been happening with you?
Oh, just staying busy, right? Doing this, doing that.
So do you have another trip planned anytime soon?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Italy in April
Oh,
Oh, wow.
to the Italian
Wow.
Riviera.
oh my
Oh,
goodness,
yeah.
wonderful.
Great spot.
It is.
Oh, that's great.
15 days. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Also Tuscany and Venice.
What
Great.
group, Nance? What group are you going with?
Group here where I live.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Same one.
Well, it's our travel group and there's a lot
That's
of
right.
people. There's only 24 of us on this trip because it was limited to only 24. So,
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
sounds like a
Yeah.
good group.
yeah, I'm excited.
Wonderful. Oh,
I
yeah.
I love Italy. I just love it.
Sounds awesome, yeah.
So
And you say this is in April?
in April, I leave on tax day, April 15th.
Oh,
That's a
Good day to leave.
Definitely.
So they can't find you.
And no, I've been working the last few days. I'm getting this stuff ready for my tax lady. So I can just go.
Good.
Good.
So,
I have to tell you, I had my taxes done last year and this year by ARP. If
Oh, you
anybody's.
did?
Really?
ARP?
Oh, ARP, cool.
If you've ever taken advantage of that, it's a free service done by volunteers. You can
Oh.
either do it online, like over the computer, or you can do it face to face with someone. They did a
I mean,
great.
if you're a member of ARP, you get it done for free?
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to be a member of ARP. No, you
Really?
just
you
are.
can, you can just get it free.
Service
Mhm.
that ARP
Yeah.
provides to anybody over, I guess, 50? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's,
Art's over 50,
How
isn't
can
it?
we stay in
Yeah.
business?
yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So, and your return has been completed and filed?
Yes, in like an hour. And of course, mine's fairly simple. I don't have a lot of anything, so. But last year it was filed, e-filed. It was e-filed. I had my,
What?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the dog, I bet.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
either that or she's getting feedback.
Mhm.
So.
Hey, while she's gone, BVP, I got a note from Birdman, and he said he left some of his daughter Liz, makes some really good, what were they?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes, yeah.
Cupcakes.
And he left them for you. Did you get them? You were asleep apparently.
He brought me a couple, been a couple weeks ago, hadn't it, Tom? Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't say how recently.
Yeah, I think, but they were just the same as they were before.
Oh, man. I will never.
Incredible, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'll talk to him about the upcoming reunion in August and see if we can repeat that. We'll pay her to do it. They were really good, yeah.
Oh,
That
my.
was-
They were
awesome,
good.
yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a, imposition it would be on her, but man, she's great. But I don't, when he did that for Bob's birthday,
Yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable,
it
yeah.
seemed like she had to really work her tail off to get
Yeah.
all those done.
Yeah.
Does she work for a bakery or own one, or just does them on her own?
Does it on her own, Gene, yeah. She's just kind of a freelancer, I think, isn't it, Tom?
Now, where'd she go?
Oh,
Yeah.
we lost Carol. She had to go.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
Tom, I don't think she does that commercially, does she, Tom?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, same way here, yeah.
All right.
You guys, it's 4:20.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Next.
No, it's 10:20. We're going to bed.
Hey, TK,
11:20 here.
20.
Are
Yeah,
you
you
10:20 AM or PM?
Yeah, you better go check on your honey, make sure. she's
Yeah, they don't do, yeah, that's right. They don't do AM and PM in Germany. It's
Right.
more like military time,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
20 something, it's 20.
It's 22:20
Is it nighttime? I bet it's nighttime.
nighttime.
It's nighttime.
hey, guys,
I-
before everybody goes,
Okay.
Tom,
Yeah.
there's a new shopping center going in by Erlen, where the old Domino's location used to
Oh,
be.
yes. Oh,
It's got 4 locations. It's gonna be called Quaker Commons. One of them's a donut shop, one of them's a restaurant with alcohol, TK.
Woo!
And then there are 2 spaces that are open. They're smaller spaces. But it's probably gonna be announced pretty quickly. So if I get it, I'll send it to you.
Cool.
Okay.
I've got some stuff right now I can't send out, but I'll sit on it until I get to go ahead.
Okay.
My
All right.
7-year-old
Sounds good.
granddaughter, great granddaughter keeps thinking that it's gonna be a Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I don't know what makes her think that's gonna be a Dunkin' Donuts.
It's not,
just-
Gina. It's,
No.
the name of it is, it's out of Bloomington, Indiana. It's, I'll send you the name. I can't send you anything else, but I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
And the
at 7
stuff
years
is
old, I'm not sure
unbelievable.
why she thinks that
Oh,
anyway.
7. Oh,
Because
okay.
that's what you want.
Well,
Sees it
that
on
was the rumor that was
television.
going around. It was gonna be a Dunkin' Donuts and a Jimmy John's sub shop, but neither one of those turned out to be true.
Mm. I asked her what she really knows about Dunkin' Donuts, but they have family in Toledo and they have them up there. So that's what made
Yeah.
her think it's
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, they
Where
just
she
built
thinks
one in
it's
Newcastle. That's why we all thought it was coming here, but it's not. It's a different
Mm.
company.
I wish we had a Chick-fil-A, but
Oh, yeah.
They're coming here, Sandy. They're coming here. They're gonna be on Lowe's, out in front of Lowe's for 4 hours on a Friday. I'll send that to you too, Sandy.
I would
I've-
love that to know. Yeah.
I've got
That'd be
the
great.
information, but it'll be crazy. But you can't order online and skip the whole, you can place your order and you skip the whole waiting line.
That's good.
I'll
I'll
send
send
it
that
to
to me.
you.
I definitely want to go there.
Bob expects you to bring him some too, Sandy.
Whatever you want.
Now, I'll tell you, over here, my business partner loves Chick-fil-A. And I must admit, they really know how to come up with.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Competitive
good.
edge kinds of things.
Yeah.
They do kiosks. So they got their people in kiosks. So you go through real fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Tom, this is a food truck that's coming here.
oh,
Oh, my
really?
gosh.
And they
Yeah,
are
it's out of
the friendliest.
Louisville, and they're making
Great.
6 stops or 7 stops in the
Oh, my
food truck.
I'll be darned.
Wow.
And we think they're
Okay.
testing locations, you know, as far as the reception and all that.
Oh, then you
Yeah.
want to put the word out. Now, Rick, would they be a big competitor of yours? Wait, you're muted.
You're
You're
muted, Rick.
muted,
You're
Rick.
muted.
Take you off the mute.
He's pantomiming. I don't think he's actually talking.
He can't hear you if he's muted.
Yeah, he's still,
I'm
It's
here.
up to-
Rick, put
Yeah.
up.
There.
Are they a big competitor of yours?
They're a big competitor of everybody.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
Average- They average about $7 million a week, and that's for 6 days a week.
Yeah, it's only 6.
Hey, Rick, they got one at I-70 and I-75 over in Dayton.
Yeah,
Mike Foley's daughter is married to the guy that owns it. It's their family business.
no
It
kidding.
did 9.5 million last year.
I just, it's hard to believe.
You
It's
don't need much
constantly,
margin.
they
Yeah.
are constantly lined up over there. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
two lines, 3 lines deep, whatever, but it's constant.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
They've
Same thing
expanded
here.
twice in the last 5 years, Gene.
Same here.
Yep. Same
Yeah,
thing
they
here.
just opened one in Maui.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
They let them do that, huh?
they let them
Hey,
do that.
Tom Porter, Mike Foley's son-in-law asked the franchise guy can we build more than one of these? And the franchise guy just laughed at him and said, you won't need to.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, my
You'll
Why
never
would-
have to worry
what the
about
heck?
having more than one.
Mm.
Wow, that's amazing. That truly is.
Yeah.
Good stuff, yeah. Great
Mhm.
business model.
Well, okay, we'll see you.
okay,
In a month.
April.
okay,
Okay.
All
Everybody
right.
have a great month.
Alright.
Nancy,
All right,
have a
guys.
great trip.
okay, thank you.
Yes,
You're not
enjoy.
gonna go.
I will.
Go
Bye.
until after.
Okay, bye.
All
Y'all
right.
have a good
Happy
week.
birthday, Sandy.
Bye. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Sandy.
Oh, thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
Happy
Sandy.
birthday.
That's in
Tomorrow.
2 days. Her birthday's in 2
Tomorrow.
days.
Oh, no, Monday.
Happy birthday.
So
Oh,
did you
Sandy,
finally
I'll
catch
get in
up
touch
with me?
You and Jean.
78.
Yep, you caught up
Ooh,
with
you
me.
joined-
Baby.
Yeah.
You're a baby.
Don't worry about it. You're looking great.
You're a baby and you're a babe.
Yeah, there you
There you
go.
go.
There you go. Okay. Have a good one.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Bye.
Sure.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're gonna be famous, Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you ought to do it.
Blame
Oh, no, we
it
want,
blame it
No,
on
let's-
Jamie.
Yeah, you
want
can
it.
blame it on me.
definitely.
I'm blaming it on Jamie, but
Hey, it's a true story. It's not,
I'm
it's not,
looking forward to it.
it's a true
enhanced.
story.
Yeah,
That was the old life.
Yeah, that's okay. We all have old lives, you know, so.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
All right, see you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
TK, keep us posted on Betsy.
Yeah, let us know about Betsy.
Out of her room and I hope she doesn't get too close here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out if we're sleeping in the bed together or there's sort of a sofa out here that
Yeah.
could,
You're gonna make her sleep on the sofa, right?
yeah, I asked her earlier, she likes the sofa, so maybe that'll be what happens here later. But I'll tell you next time.
Okay.
Exciting conclusion.
Run back.
See you guys.
All right,
Thank
see
you.
you, man.